Then the RNG continues. So typically, I do Spider, Kiyoshi, Roy. That's my first three, pretty much every single time. Because if you do Spider, you unlock Kiyoshi. If you beat Kiyoshi and Roy, no, yeah, if you beat Kiyoshi and Roy, you unlock Angel. So you can do Angel or Leo first. And if you race Leo first, you immediately unlock Caesar. So Caesar has a set spawn point for Caesar 1. You can immediately just go to it if you just want to be like, okay, I don't know where Angel is because he hasn't shown up on the map yet. I know where Caesar is because I just beat Leo. So if you're doing Caesar first, you're still stuck at level 1 class B, doing Hook and Dagger.
Which is how I did.
Yeah, but then everything else is still the same if you were to have done like Angel first and Leo. So in terms of what races you do, the only thing that's different is, again, whether or not you're racing Leo, because the chase is on. And I'm driving so sloppy that I might actually restart. Wait, I have a nitrous. I'm good. What am I saying?
You have a nitrous and you're taking the easier path.
Yeah, man, that's what I'm talking about.
No cop? Good. Because sometimes a cop can headbutt you there.
Yeah, West End in Atlanta seems to like to do that.
That's just any race where a cop is facing you when you're approaching it. You gotta actually watch out, especially if you get a cop in Ravaged Ruins. Oh, hey, Zonders. I think all the Zonders. Hey, Zonders.
A meta car that everyone uses online.
Because it's the best car in the game, and I fucking love it.
Ridiculous amount. It's so twitchy though. I prefer the F1.
I love it, especially in manual. It is so fucking good. Holy shit! It is literally the Velocity / SLF of Midnight Club 3. Which reminds me, as soon as I'm done with this run, I gotta invite you to the Midnight Champ server.
Which is the speedrun server for Midnight Club.
Not just speedrun. There's also like just people play online. Like there's people who like to play Midnight Club 2 online. There's some people who play Midnight Club 3 online in that server, so you can probably race with them. Just Midnight Club talk in general, but speedrunning is a part of it as well.
Yeah, I'm in the Neeper speedrun community because I took a few world records, so I just thought it made sense for me to join.
Yeah, I used to follow. I mean, I still am subscribed to Kuru, but I used to really like watch his streams back when he was like doing Most Wanted, like heavy. Yeah. And that kind of inspired me to speedrun Midnight Club 2, and then eventually Midnight Club 3, and then the rest is history. Wait a minute.
What?
Well, number one, I just killed the run because of a extreme brain fart. I forgot which race I was in the middle of the race.
Yikes, I've done that.
Look at that.
Don't give me Mission Bay. Yeah! Best track selection for Vanessa. Let's fucking go.
So I think I just casually lost like 2 minutes.
Yikes. You're also not trying to play it like very seriously either.
Nah, I'm high. I'm too high as shit to
if
play
you
this
were,
game
you'd probably
seriously
beat
right
my
now.
record pretty easily.
Nothing's guaranteed when it comes to Midnight Club 3.
For me, navigation's the difficulty. Sometimes when AI... sometimes I actually know where people will show up, and I think in the world's first Detroit percent run, because I did the first one ever, I think I landed on fucking Angel. Or some insanely stupid shit like that, where I landed on top of Angel. It was like, fuck it! Guess I'll do them first. God damn it. What am I doing? Fucking Cadillac being a boat. The best part is I don't even need to be like perfect around Vanessa. I just want to save as much time so when I get fucked on the second set of Vanessa races with Phil, I'm ready for it.
Have you thought about the 80% category?
No, because I know for a fact I'll never beat you. Not even fucking kidding. That is the exact reason. I tried it a
mean-
few times, and then I got butchered on the first races with Dre, and I just couldn't because I swapped to the Elise because I usually ran the Elise. Now knowing what I usually want to run, I run the CTS, and I think I got all the way to like dang Spider. Not too many difficulties. How did I save time? There's 4 seconds slower. How the fuck did I save time there? I wasn't even any faster in fucking any of the other tracks. How the hell am I faster there? In reference, compared to my other splits, because normally they lay in the 50-second ahead now, because the tracks are mostly consistent. Especially the fact that I can actually say fuck going to the garage and I just full send it to the tournament, which saves me a fuckload of time because it's hard goes 170.
Holy shit, 220 flat. Nice. Okay, I gotta alright, I need to stop brain farting. Me being high is not an excuse for bad game. Why am I doing river?
But he ain't too smart.
Okay, so remember I was saying how, like, you know what the next races are gonna be in order? Well, America 3 decided to say, hey, fuck you, nothing's guaranteed, bitch, and gave me a completely different racer than what I was expecting.
That be Midnight Club for you. The only things that are guaranteed is the first race, not even. I can't even say the first race, because sometimes they'll show up in different areas. So sometimes if you spawn near them, they will have a tendency to not spawn near you, because fuck you, wasting my time, I guess.
Oh, so, yeah, I can explain that. So, some racers, in some instances, have set spawn points. Everyone else uses generic spawn points, and there's several different generic spawn points in different maps. So, like in SanDiego, if you watch my 80% runs, like towards the very end, like if I'm doing like SanDiego and I'm trying to race either Spider or Vanessa, like I go to specific spots.
At the end of the game or the beginning of the game?
The end.
I never got that far.
Okay, so towards the very end of the run, not like the very, very, very end, but like the second. So the US champs, 14 races. I do Vanessa and Spider before I do Lamont and Angel. So while I'm doing Vanessa and Spider, at that point, the only racers I know are where is someone in Atlanta. So I'm needing to look for races in SanDiego. But the game is not going to tell me where anyone in SanDiego is for a while. So in the meantime, I'm going to specific areas until I can find one or two of the racers and hope that that happens before the game has to tell me where they are.
Phil has a tendency to do weird shit like that. I think he uses randomized, because sometimes he'll spawn 3 seconds for me after beating Bishop. Sometimes he spawns all the way at like the southern part of the map, like where the fuck the ship is and that big jump near the highway. Like he spawns down there, and I'm like, are you kidding me? That's like 20 seconds out of the way.
You talking about Phil?
Yes.
Yeah, Phil's one of those racers. So just like, oh my goodness, I was supposed to go in the garage. I just derped. Anyway, Phil is an example of what I'm talking about. So like when you're trying to like do a racer and they spawn, if they don't have a set spawn point, again, they'll just have generic spawn points. And some generic spawn points for SanDiego is like near the ship, near where Horton Hijinks starts, closer to the garage. He'll spawn probably like at the stadium sometimes. Like he doesn't have a set spawn point.
It's very infuriating.
Except unless you haven't done Coastal Chaos yet. If you haven't done Coastal Chaos yet with Vanessa or Bishop or Carlos or either of those races, whichever one you do, that's gonna be Phil's first race. And if Coastal Chaos is Phil's first race, he's always gonna spawn close to that race.
So pray that I don't do Coastal Chaos. Got it.
Yes, which is actually kind of backwards because doing it with Phil is actually harder.
But it's shorter.
It's more consistent. Like, you don't know what Bishop's third race is, but you know where Phil is, so you can just immediately go there from wherever you are. Versus, you do Coastal Chaos with Bishop, now you don't know where Phil is, so now you gotta start looking and hope that
Okay,
Thank
we
you,
got one of
Bishop.
those Lexus driving battles on our case now.
Yep, and you gotta really
You wanna
hope
be careful.
that
Those
the
cars
generic
may be
spawn
luxury,
point that you're
but
closest
they
to
can
is where
fly.
he is.
Which means that you have
Which
to
is what I
pray
got
for a
earlier today.
track that ends near him that does not include Coastal Chaos, because that ends at that section. I have to think of
Yes.
that. I'm gonna have to think about what I have to do there.
So if you get Coastal Chaos with Bishop's last race, which is common for me,
I get it in the second
Then-
race.
oh well, I mean that's fine. But
Sometimes
either
I
way,
get it second, sometimes I get it third, but mostly second. Really, game? God.
but what's the most frustrating about not getting Coastal Chaos with Phil is that if I get Coastal Chaos with Bishop as the last race, then I spawn exactly where Midway Madness starts, and I have to go all the way down the map to look for Phil, especially if I have to go down to the stadium and the complete opposite side of the map. And guess which race we're doing?
Phil is the worst. Seriously, the only thing that makes Phil worse, the only thing that makes Phil savable is because Vanessa keeps picking the longest track. I have not taken world record tonight because of splits 3 fucking times in a row. So before I came back here, I actually ran a few races in Tokyo just to reset the cycle, because that's what I've seen happen. If you do that, it will actually change up the tracks, and sometimes it'll be good, sometimes it'll be bad. Sometimes I'm just praying to God because I don't know if that actually does anything.
But you know what? Honestly, stuff like that is what makes me love this game even more. Like, it makes it for a worse speedrun, but it makes it for a much more fun game.
115, yeah, that's a good time. I'm okay with that.
And because it's a much more fun game, it makes me want to speedrun it more. I'm a fucking masochist. I love this game.
And there's Coastal Chaos.
As the second or third race. Oh, okay. That's... depending on where Phil is, that's probably...
Mission Bay Bridges, weirdly enough, is actually best case scenario because it puts you like at the middle of the map.
Honestly, that's the best time to get Mission Bay Bridges.
Is it Bishop? Yeah.
Bishop's last race, because at that point you're using a much faster car than you were to do it with Vanessa, and Phil has a good chance of being nearby.
Yeah, in this run that doesn't matter because you're doing with Tokyo, so you purposely build a car as fast as you can. So as fast as a car you can, and you don't do without. If you're doing without or any, then yes, it does matter. But with usually I'm running a Cadillac CTSV and Diamond Blue with level 1 upgrades for the whole run. Because you need to get money, and I'm like, well, I know the fastest car in the game is the Cadillac. Fender is running a G35. Yeah.
So you know what? I found that funny that he uses the G35, you use the CTSV, because both cars are similarly good. They're basically like rivals. Like I love it.
The best
like
tier Class D cars in the game for sure.
Like the fact that you guys are doing that like differently. Like again, I'm just happy that more people are playing this game. Even if someone finally beats my 80% time, I would honestly be happy as shit. It's like, bro,
Curb Dogs,
we're playing
that's
this
interesting.
game.
I usually only get that one with Phil.
It's
short.
One of the better case scenarios, for sure. Also, I'm doing Rappers Rubens. But no Zonders. I hope.
Not yet.
Honestly, I don't give a fuck about Zonders.
SST span for the win! Holy shit! Oh god.
Imagine Caesar's car gets replaced, like the ME412 gets replaced by the Zonda with Caesar.
Oh, Jesus. I don't know why he actually downgrades. He goes from an SLR to a fucking Gallardo. That's actually a worse car. The Gallardo is one of the worst A-class cars, even.
Yeah, that is still kind of head-scratching to me. At least he makes it up by using the ME412, which is one of the best exotics.
The ME412 is gross. Why is this Magnum so fucking fast? What the shit?
Honestly, the ME412 was like the best vehicle before Remix came out. Because
I thought the F1
when the game,
because the F1 had better acceleration than the ME.
Well, the F1 was really good, but the ME412, I mean, it was basically in between both vehicles. Maybe the Murcielago. Like
Murcielago's quick.
It's the reason why you see those exotics the most during like the very last parts of the game when you're racing against the fastest AI like that.
I
Like,
actually saved 50 seconds with Bishop.
Nice. Oh, it always happens at the end of Curb Dogs. If you
It's
see the
so
bus,
funny.
if you see the bus, leave it alone. Let it cook.
Yeah, it's fucking great. One of my friends saw it when I got Curb Dogs on Bishop Final, and he lost his shit.
Hey, son,
I am in the middle
you
of
wanna
goddamn
race on the
nowhere.
tongue? I got word of one you might want to check
Is this
out.
sub 150? No.
Phil, come on, spawn bud. I'm gonna pray he's up north.
Beat
Yes!
Phil, and he'll
Let's
be doing
fucking
some
go!
races from his crew. The Chopper
All right.
of America Bike
I
Club.
got Caesar 2 left to race, and I'm about to hit the 46-minute mark.
Oh man, you racing
How the
Phil?
fuck are
Be
you at
careful out
46
there.
with
He's
a
not
reset?
local.
Because
Doing a lot of
by this
races.
point, I swapped to the F1 at the end of Caesar. Because it's just so much faster than the Viper. Now I'm doing
he's
more
nearby.
hijinks.
Oh yeah.
With the shortcut, I
Caesar-
almost forget every time.
Yeah. So another thing you want to try to learn as well. Which racers have set spawn points? Which racers don't? So for example,
I'm starting to get the
Yoshi-
idea of it with SanDiego.
For example, Detroit plus the U.S. champions, Kiyoshi has set spawn points every single time. Kiyoshi has a set spawn point both times she appears. So that's something that's really good to know. Because then,
Great, there's two top players.
because Kiyoshi the first time she spawns like around the corner from the garage.
Yeah.
The second time she's like down the street towards the west. Like, if you know that, like especially for like the final stretch of this 80% run, that's why I always race Kiyoshi second. Because if I race Caesar first, Caesar 1 is also not Caesar 1, Caesar 3. The last time you race him when he's using ME412, he has a set spawn point as well. So typically I just go straight to him. So I do Caesar first, then Kiyoshi, and then Roy. So that's why I do those races in that order specifically.
I can tell you right now, this run's doing pretty fucking good. I've got good 2-track selection so far with Phil.
Nice.
It's really gonna matter about Vanessa, as it always does in these runs. And how ridiculous the AI gets, because Phil is just stupid. He's so fast.
Oh shit, I almost fucked up.
Out of curiosity, oh yeah, you did any percent logic. I was about to say, I feel like the quickest way to get through Detroit percent probably would involve getting the SS 1000R. Because you get that at the end of the Atlanta Championship.
I would disagree. The Monster is slightly faster than the SS-1000. The SS-1000 has better handling than the Monster, so you could make that up. But the Monster has better acceleration and top speed, and because the differences in handling isn't that big, because at the end of the day they're both sports bikes, I would argue that the Monster is still the better choice between the two. I think for any percent, for just the Detroit category specifically, I like to stick with the Monster. But you can't really go wrong with like the Celine SR. You can use the Viper. You can even use like a Class C vehicle, like tuner, before you swap to like a level 2 Class B tuner if you want. Like that's another good strategy.
Swapping cars is risky because you have to figure out, you have to basically make the assumption, I am getting a faster car, it will be faster. You have to make sure that comes true, unless you are just burning through time. Because swapping cars takes forever. If you swap to the F1, it's at the very end of the list, so you can very quickly swap to it in like within 20 seconds of being in the garage.
That is true. However, most Class B tuners are fast enough to where you don't even have to swap the rest of the run. You can use those cars and still beat the game and still get like a sub 3-hour time if you're doing 80%.
High cop being completely broken as always. Okay, yep, rubber band backwards, that makes sense.
I did a tuner percent run just for fun, because I mean that's not an actual category. I might make it one. I don't remember what
Make
time
an
I got. It was
SUV percent for the memes.
Oh no, I don't.
You get to drive the GT 750 forever.
I did an SUV run once, like 2 years ago. I don't want to. I don't.
You can't even finish the sentence. I get the.
I don't.
I just don't. Just don't.
Days in the rain for the final race, and I'm at 54 now.
Wait, you're at 54 now? What's the
No,
last
I'm
track
at
you got?
41. Ghetto Days, and it's snowing.
Yep, that's the track I got last. That's a 3-minute track if you're quick.
Honestly, even for casual play, I don't feel like doing this race, man. I'm too lazy. This race requires effort. I don't want to put in effort when I play this game. I just want to play the game.
Oh my god, I got like 4 minutes. Phil, give me a good track. Do not fuck me. That is perfectly fine. Holy
Wait,
shit.
Split decision is for, Phil's last race every time. That's his set race.
Okay, his set race is the last race instead of the first race.
Yeah, it's always going to be split decision. Even if you fuck up the game's RNG system, which I've done before by using codebreaker cheat codes, that's still going to be his last race.
So, can you technically cheat the game to make a theoretical perfect run doing that?
Theoretically.
Not realistic, but theoretical. Because I'm curious what the theoretical, like tool assisted speedrun kind of shit would be for this game. Just the tracks alone will make a good, like a 20-minute difference.
I think the problem is that the progression towards the races that you get is also tied towards your progression towards the rivals, which was what I was talking about before with the spawn with Diablos. It's also connected to the actual races you get, because the game kind of views it as you haven't unlocked these races yet. Because if you try to do those other races in arcade mode, you're gonna see that you don't have them yet. Like, you're not gonna get Ghetto Days as the first race with Spider because you haven't gotten far enough in the city, but through the racers to unlock that race. So you're not gonna get it. So that's why you get certain races with in certain points of the career mode in the city, because that's what it's based off of. So if you had full, complete, unlock everything, that's
holy shit, this is probably gonna be world record.
Oh shit.
I taught you
But
everything.
like,
2 minutes and 41 seconds ahead of my previous best.
oh, that's nice. But like, so if you unlocked all races going into the progression of the cities, that's a much larger pool of races you're gonna get, which is why the RNG gets fucked up when you do like a cheat code where you unlock everything from the bat, including like performance parts and stuff.
Fair.
It's really fascinating. I only learned this because of me like cheating the game just for like fun runs.
Damn it.
She gonna teach you a lesson, son.
Lost all my speed trying to turn and get to Vanessa. I hit a wall and the car just fucking stood its back end up. Fun. Whatever. I'm in 23 minutes going into Vanessa. There is an extremely good chance this is going to be a sub 30.
53:56.
Not bad, and you still beat my time. It's probably because you know where the cars are, because I struggle with navigation because when they spawn in random areas, I don't know what their exact locations are that they spawn to. Because you say random, but I know they go to certain areas for certain tracks. The problem is I don't know what track they're going to get because it's random, and it just spirals out of control. And honestly, there's a few things I could probably do better in my Detroit run, and running a motorcycle is probably what I would have to do. I just don't want to.
You don't actually have to. Like, you
were a minute faster on a bad one with resets on a motorcycle. You beat world record.
I mean, it was a bad run.
It was a bad run, but it was still a world record run. That's the best part.
I mean, sure. But I just see it as a bad run, so...
That's kind of what I did with the Detroit percent. I wanted to get it like 55 or so, because I was like, an hour is unacceptable. Like, that's a shit time. So I started watching your any percent at your Detroit point, and was like, where does he go for track selection? And where does he go for navigation? And I just started following that path somewhat until, you know, the RNG fucked me.
Yeah, the issue is that looking at any given run is that sometimes I'll get favorable RNG. Like, I might go
like
towards a direction.
The fact you got 30 minutes with a stock car in fucking San Diego is insane.
Honestly, when that happened, I was like, whoa, that was really cool, but holy shit, I gotta lock up really quickly. Because the hardest part of this, for me, the hardest part of the speed run was literally like next.
What, the first races with Dre?
Yes.
Fuck that shit. Renegade, that's a long track.
Oh, you didn't get it with Phil, so you get it with Vanessa. Oh, that's funny. That happens sometimes.
I got 4 minutes and 50 seconds. I should be able to take... Fuck you! Fuck you, traffic, you fucking bitch.
Wait, so what's the time on this right now?
26:13. World record is 30:56. I'm on race 2.
Okay.
Yeah,
You
there's
say
a
you're
very
26
good
minutes.
chance I could do sub 30. It depends. The next track could make it. It's either I'm going to take world record by barely, or I'm going to take world record by like a minute and a half. It really depends on the next track. What was the other one that's good? Rupture? Wasn't that like 40 seconds long?
Something like that. You just hope to not hit the traffic spawns that cross you. That's usually what gets me up. It's either that or like the race is so super narrow close that I have to execute the jump to the finish line. And if I miss it, that's a choke. Me and a friend of mine were actually racing
Oh, God.
each other. Oh wow.
That happens
Me
a
and
lot.
Me and a friend of mine were racing each other to do SanDiego percent. And had I not messed up at the end of Rupture, I would have beaten him, but he ended up beating me. Like, he had favorable RNG up until Vanessa, and I had like the best Vanessa. I had Gas Lamp, Alley Assault, and Rupture, but I just couldn't execute on Rupture.
I do not like how much less time I thought I think I have left. I'm at 27:52. So about 3 minutes. Which means I should have world record. It just depends.
Yeah,
the track could make this either a win or a fucking landslide. Give me fucking Rupture, please! Please give me fucking Rupture!
Hey!
What I tell you is...
That's okay. That should still be under... If I'm quick enough, I should be able to still be under 30. Because I'm at 28:24.
You're gonna barely get it.
It's gonna be close.
The race you can get is sub 120 if you're really clean.
Yep, I'm gonna have to drive it perfectly. This is world record, by the way. Like, even if I fuck up massively, this is world record.
Damn.
Oh god, hi traffic, how you doing?
Now you're playing an automatic or manual?
Automatic.
Nice.
Usually in the slower cars, it's not as big of a problem. It's when you get into the really fast cars that everything goes fucking wrong.
That's the but that's kind of the exciting thing about it. Like, this is going to be a really good time in automatic.
45 seconds, and I got 45 seconds to make it 30, sub 30.
You got it. Like, this is a really good time now. Imagine how much better it'll be if you do something like this again, but in manual. Like, we're talking like 29:30s or even close to sub 29. Like, that's insane to think about.
Come on, go, 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 go. 29:40, come on, get sub 30. Let's fucking go! 29:48. That's a minute past. That's a minute or a minute 10 seconds faster than Fender. He is gonna be pissed.
Man.
Oh my god.
You gotta come in and check out some.
I knew sub 30 was possible, but I knew it was gonna be near the edge if possible. I think 29 is probably gonna be near. Flat 29 is gonna be near perfect.
Oh man.
Oh my
Fender's-
god.
And you recorded this too.
Yes.
Oh man.
Let's fucking go. Oh my god, I've spent so much time on this stupid run. I now have all fucking minor categories. I have all town categories. I have fucking SanDiego, SanDiego with and without Tokyo, Atlanta, and Detroit. Holy shit. I'll let the
I don't
cutscene
know
play.
how you deal with the cold, Issy.
Ah, you get used to it. It's the sun that makes you dumb.
All that salt messes with your work. That's my problem.
Man, your work needs all the help it can get.
Whatever. Fuel. I've been hearing a lot of crap about you. People saying you can actually drive. Oh, this is Vince, the best mechanic in Detroit. If you're ever in the Motor City, you should pay him a visit. Hey, this is Baby's boy.
Ah, right.
I know you got good taste in cars, eh? So there's this dub event down in Atlanta. Beautiful cars. But more interesting than that,
Tempted to run
there's
Atlanta
gonna be some
again.
serious competition.
Because I now know with the
You should
fast
go
C
down there and
DVD,
show
I
them
can
what you
shave
got.
30 to 40
Thought
seconds
it might
off
be
easily.
something fun for you. And here, I got a buddy, Apone. If something happens to your ride or you need a hookup, he'll take care of you. I mean, he ain't no Oscar. He's better than Vince here.
Yeah, who you trying to kid?
Yeah, I know I'm number one.
Yeah, you're number one.
Hey, later, Issy.
Alright, give me one sec. If you guys like this kind of content, make sure
The
to
shipping
like,
company is
comment,
now
and
open for
subscribe.
business. To get to
Sub
another
30,
city,
fucking
just drive to the
SanDiego.
citywide
Let's
movie.
fucking go.
Pull up to